For our first day, we went to Harvard on a walking tour. This was hosted by a student of Harvard who took us all around the grounds, explained the history of the buildings and of the school. They also showed us where some movies and TV shows were recorded. In the evening, we went to a Demi Lovato concert at Fenway Park. It's definitely worth checking out Ticketmaster before you travel, as we were able to book these before entering the US. The following day, we headed to Fenway Park, which is home of the Boston Red Sox baseball team, for a guided tour. In the evening, we found a pub where we settled for the night, where we saw these guys on a stag do walking around with pumpkins on their heads. On our third day, we got the train to Salem. We didn't pre-book our train tickets, we just bought them on the day. So you can see Alison's house from Hocus Pocus, a bit of the town centre, and then we did a ghost tour in the night, which we did pre-book. This was a walking tour, which was really informative and had great history. I would say pre-book, because it does get really busy on the night. The gift shops in Salem are amazing, and there's so many places to eat and drink, all quite local based. We didn't notice that many chain restaurants at all, so definitely worth checking out. There was actually a Liverpool game on whilst we were staying in Boston, so we found a local supporters bar to go and watch a game, which was absolutely booming. For our final day in Boston, we headed on a guided tour to Plymouth. We stopped at Quincy on the way, and a few historical sites, and then once we arrived in Plymouth, again, we had a history tour as well as being able to go on the Mayflower and explore the town. As part of the tour, we were able to explore the grounds of John Adams' former home. This was lovely, especially with the autumn colours. Whilst en route to Plymouth, we were able to explore the local suburban towns. This was great, as it just gave us a bit more of an idea of how they live and what the houses are like. They were absolutely stunning. We also spotted some wild turkeys, which was great to see.
That interesting. Boy, is it? I would have not known that. I would never thought about that. Yeah, these animals feel like they own the place now.
When we finally arrived at the Mayflower, part of our pass included entry onto the ship, which was great to explore, and we were able to go under the deck as well. So I'll show you a bit of that as well. They've done it as close of a replica as they can, but it looks great and it's so historical and informative. From the Mayflower, we headed to the Plymouth Patuxent Museum, which is a replica site showing how the Pilgrims would have lived when they first arrived in the 17th century, I think it was. So they had the wood-burning huts and everything for us to go in, and all the people who work there are in character. So if you ask them questions, they'll answer dressed up and in character. Again, in the evening, we found an Irish bar to finalise our trip to Boston.